So, what did you get?
Skinny flat white. What about you? What did you get?
Mocha.
With cream?
Yeah.
Chocolate sprinkles?
Yeah. So it's great the amount of things available for us to get these days, whether it's coffee or clothes or whatever it might be. We live in a consumerist society where there's so much available for us to consume and get. This is our 5th vlog, looking at the 4th marker of what it is to be a fruitful, building, project-ready church community. And really, I wonder how it applies to us as a church when we think about this consumerist society and what it means to come to church on a Sunday. How do we approach coming along on a Sunday? What do you think about that, Pete?
Well, we can go to church for lots of different reasons, and people do, I think. But actually, how we operate on a Sunday, I think, demonstrates our motivation and what's behind it. So, for example, what time we arrive. Am I going to a service, or am I going to engage with people? If I'm going to a service, then I can turn up at 10:30, or if I don't mind missing the beginning, slightly after that. And the same at the end. If I just dash off immediately after, I'm not engaging with people. However, if Sunday morning is much more than that, and it's about serving and sharing and encouraging and building one another up, and we see our Sunday mornings as a part of that, of course we're going to want to be there in good time to chat with people beforehand, and particularly if there's guests or there's visitors. We'll also want to hang around at the end so that we can chat with people or pray with people. Now, I know it's hard sometimes to get out on a Sunday morning and to get out in good time. I think we all know that experience, but it's a matter of a habit of trying to do that in good time. It does demonstrate, something of what we're about and where we're at. And in one sense, it shouldn't surprise us that it's hard, because, if what Jesus is saying is true, in that we should expect that part of our experience as Christians is that we struggle and that we suffer, and that's not a bad thing. It's actually something that shapes us. Then that's going to be true of our Sunday mornings too. There will be things that don't work for us, things that aren't so good for us, and they're better for other people. So actually it's about how we engage, how we share, how we build up, how we encourage, how we serve one another, and actually the Sunday morning service is a part of that.
Yeah, so not just the church serving us, but us actually going to serve one another.
Absolutely.
Going to give rather than just to get, I suppose.
Yeah.
And we flagged up a few weeks ago in church this book, How to Walk into Church. And that's a really helpful book that thinks about our attitude as we go into church each week, why we're going, and some of the things Pete just mentioned there. And it's worth us all thinking about that as Hockley Street Baptist Church. The sign of a fruitful, building project-ready church community would be one where people are excited to gather on a Sunday, and where people aren't just asking, what can I get? But how does God want me to give? So think about that.
Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
If you've not been to church for a week or 2 weeks or a few weeks, how do you feel?
More flat than your coffee. No, seriously, church is a chance that's not just to go and be uplifted in worship, but actually praying with other people, being able to be used by God to encourage others, builds me up as well, and being united with other people in our Christian walk is so important. And not going to church every week for me would be really, really difficult.
And actually you'd miss out on stuff, and you'd feel that some of the joy we should experience in the Christian life that comes from being with one another isn't there, and actually we struggle. Yeah.
So we all need to be thinking and praying about that, because as a church community we need one another, and God needs you to turn up as well as each of us. So think on that and pray on that, and let's see how our church community can grow to serve all of us for God's glory.